Hello. In this tutorial video, I'm going to show you the main functions and features of the Fairbot program. We are reviewing version 2.96. So to enter Fairbot, you should click on the Login button, enter the username, password, and click OK. After logging into the program, in the right upper corner, you can see information on the balance available in our Betfair account. This information can be updated any time by clicking on the Refresh button. On the left, we have the list of the markets available. Here we can choose the event desired, for example, horse racing, and then Newcastle Market, which starts at 2:10 p.m. After selecting the market, you have a clear overview of the basic parts of the main window. On top, we can see the basic parameters of the program's operation. On the left, there is the menu of the markets. On the right, there is a list of the bets in the bookmarks My Bets and Trading Bets, and also some information about the market chosen on the page Rules. In the center, we can see the so-called grid interface. It is very similar to the interface used by the Betfair website. Alternatively, there is the so-called ladder interface. It has some advantages compared to the standard grid interface, but we will discuss it a bit later. For computers with low display resolution, the feature of minimizing the markets menu can be very helpful to free some space for the central area of the main window. You can do it with this button. We can also adjust the width of the right column with the bets using the splitter between the central area and the right column My Bets. Usually I align it in such a way to easily access all three columns of the ladder interface without scrolling them horizontally. We can also adjust the size of the pending bets, unmatched bets, and matched bets sections using the splitters between the respective sections. All the sizes of the fields and sections will remain the same after restarting the program. Now I would like to draw your attention to the main parameters of Fairbot displayed above. First of all, these are backstake and laystake. These parameters specify the default state of the back and lay bets for the grid interface. The refresh time parameter determines the frequency of the market update. It is important to understand that the shorter the period of the market update, the higher the internet traffic used by Fairbot. The Betfair servers will have a higher load as well. Normally I set this parameter to 0.5 seconds. This is quite enough for the effective operation of the program. The actual number of API requests to the Betfair server per second can be seen in the status bar in the RecSec indicator. There is also a max RecSec indicator. It shows the maximum number of requests per second since the time you logged in. Now let's study the grid interface. Here we can see the market participants and the current back and lay odds. To look for market favorites, you should use the respective numbers 1, 2, 3, etc. Fairbot updates these numbers automatically depending on market development. And, just like on the Betfair website, here in Fairbot there is a feature to show the colours of the jockey's silks and other information in the pop-up tooltip for the horse racing markets. I find it very useful to see the graph of the odds change right here in the grid interface. In the centre, by default, we can see the so-called weight of money indicator. It shows the percentage difference of the total amounts between back and lay sides. It is displayed in different colours. The indicator can be used to anticipate market development. It means that if one side has more funds than the other, there is an imbalance, and there is a probability that the market will be moving into the direction of the side with less funds. If the indicator is green, it means that the backside has more funds, so the odds would probably increase. If the indicator is red, it means that the lay side has more funds and the odds would possibly decrease. To make a bet in the grid interface, you should click the left mouse button on the respective cell of the grid interface. For instance, when we click on the blue cell with the odds 2.58, there is a window to confirm the single bet where we can specify the odds and the stake amount. Finally, by clicking on the Submit button, we send our bet to Betfair. Here, I would like to mention the Confirm option. It allows showing the single bet confirmation window. If it is turned off, the bet is submitted without confirmation. So, it is just a single-click mode. I consider it very useful when the market is in play mode. For instance, if we turn the Confirm option off, the single bet confirmation window is not displayed, as you may see, and the bet immediately goes to Betfair. To make a lay bet, you should click on the respective cell in the lay column. For example, like this. Here, I would like to mention the Lay Stake is Liability option. It allows you to automatically change the stake amount of the lay bet depending on the odds, so the bet liability is held fixed, i.e. the liability is preset in the lay stake parameter. Let's turn the Lay Stake is Liability option on. After that, by clicking on the respective cell to make a lay bet, we can see that the stake has changed automatically so that liability now equals £10. We will see the same if we click on other cells with different odds. Let's turn this option off to continue studying the program. The next option I would like to discuss is Swap. This option enables swapping a back bet into a lay one, and vice versa. It can be useful in the grid interface, as we need to bet on the odds more favourable than the ones available in the market at the moment. For example, if the current back odds are 2.58 and we want our back odds to be 2.62, we can turn the swap option on and click on the 2.62 odds in the lay column. So the lay bet automatically swaps into a back one with the same odds. Let's turn the swap option off and switch to studying the In Play option. This option enables you to define how the bet changes when the market goes in play if the bet wasn't matched. In Play offers you to choose between Cancel, Keep and Take SP. Cancel means that an unmatched bet will be cancelled at the moment of switching the market into In Play. Keep allows keeping the bet, i.e. it will remain there after switching the market into In Play mode. And Take SP means to match the bet with the starting price at the moment of switching the market into In Play mode if the bet wasn't matched before. Here, I would like to note that Keep and Take SP are not supported by some markets. Therefore, if the market doesn't support these bets, an error message will appear. In this case, we recommend setting the In Play option to cancel and to try again. After making a bet, we can see the bet on the page My Bets in the section Unmatched Bets, or in the section Matched Bets. If our bet is unmatched, we can amend it or just cancel it. To amend the bet, you should first select it with your mouse and then click on the Amend Bet button or hit the F2 key. You can do the same by double-clicking your mouse on the respective bet. In the Amend Bet window, we could change the stake or the odds at once. To cancel a bet, you should mark it and click on Cancel Selected. Let's make one more bet with the odds 3, for example. The commands Amend Bet and Cancel Selected are also available in the pop-up menu, which we can open by clicking the right mouse button over the respective bet. These steps could also be done in the main Bets menu. I would also like to mention the Cancel All operation. This command enables you to cancel all the unmatched bets for the given market. For example, just like this. Now let's study the Betfair Starting Price, SP, option, enabling you to make the so-called SP bets. When this option is on, there are some additional SP buttons in the central column, and you can make SP bets. For SP bets, the confirmation window appears in any case, even if the confirm option is turned off, because setting this kind of bets should be more precise. For instance, setting the minimum or maximum odds for the SP bet. Now let's study the ladder interface. The market players are selected in the drop-down list on top. Each market player has its ladder. On top of each ladder, we can see 4 indicators. The first one is the weight of money. We studied it in the grid interface. The second one is winning probability of this particular market player. This indicator is simply calculated by dividing 1 by the current market odds. The third indicator shows the last odds of the matched bet in the market. And finally, the fourth one is the total amount of money matched on this particular player. At the bottom, you can see the stakes buttons. The yellow button is the default stake. If you want to select another stake, just click on the desired button and it will turn yellow. The button values can be set in the Options window by choosing the Stake Buttons tab. Alternatively, you can minimize the stakes buttons. Just click on this button. In this case, the default stake will be taken from the back stake and lay stake parameters. As you can see, the odds in the current interface are laid vertically. If you want to sync the ladder with the current odds, just left-click your mouse on the central column. To make a lay bet, left-click your mouse on the second column next to the respective odds. For example, like this. To make a back bet, click on the fourth column, for instance, like this. It is very useful to see the bets right in the ladder interface just where they are made. Here you can adjust your bets. For example, if you want to cancel the bet, just left-click on it. And to change the odds of the bet, just drag it next to the respective odds. For instance, like this. It saves considerable time for the user. For each ladder, there is a Traded Volume option. When it is on, you can see the additional column with all the funds for the given odds. You can also use this green indicator to visually find the maximum value or the odds with the highest amount of money matched. When this option is on, just use a splitter to adjust the width of the right bets column. At the bottom of each ladder, there is an odds changing graph. It is similar to the one in the grid interface. I would also like to mention the price display option. It determines the market's depth. It can be standard, hybrid, and complete. Standard option shows only 3 available to back and 3 available to lay odds. Complete shows full market depth. Just note that refreshing the market in this mode requires higher internet traffic. The load for the Betfair server increases as well. Therefore, to see the full market depth, I suggest using the hybrid option. It uses much less traffic, but still shows the full market depth. In Fairbot, you can also create your own list of the markets and sort it by the time of the market's opening. It can be useful for those who work with several markets in different areas of the main menu. Switching between markets takes time. To solve this problem, just go to the My Markets menu. Here you can add or delete the markets desired. To add the market to My Markets, click on the plus icon near the market's name. For example, like this. The market will be added to the My Markets menu and will remain there even after restarting the program. To add another market, select the desired one and click on the plus again. Now we can quickly switch from one market to another. To delete any of the markets from My Markets, just click on the minus icon next to the desired market. For instance, like this. Fairbot has a very useful mode to test your strategies and work out the skills in Fairbot without using real money from your Betfair account. To enable this mode, just go to the File menu. Select Simulation Mode. When that mode is on, the upper right corner of the main program window will have a green message Simulation Mode is on. It tells the user the program is in its simulation mode. In this mode, you can make any bets even if your Betfair account is empty. For instance, let's make a bet on one of the market players. As you may see, all the operations are the same as in normal mode. The difference is that you are not using your real money from your Betfair account. When simulation mode is off, all the virtual bets disappear. The real bets in the current market appear again, if any. Overall, this is all I wanted to show you in this video. I hope the information of this tutorial will be helpful for you. Thank you for your attention.